Hello, my name is Brooke, and today I'll be discussing a group that I attended for my groups class at UNCP. So, I attended an all women's support group. They call it Life Group, but it's basically a support group, and it is for women only, so specifically tailored for women. Women of any age are welcome, so the age ranged from 19 to 35. So, yeah, age isn't a factor. It's just specifically for women. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is the group dynamics of the group. So, the communication and interaction patterns. There's definitely a lot of emotional bonds that were prevalent in the group that I noticed. Everyone seemed to have a very, very tight personal relationship with each other. Everyone got along for the most part, and so that was just something that I noticed, that the emotional bond was secure. The size of the group averaged between 7 to 10 roughly. There was no more than 10 members and no less than 7, so that was about the average. And there was always a round robin at the beginning of every single group session. So the group leader would go around the room and each person would get a chance to talk and discuss their week and talk about their highs and their lows and anything that they wanted to bring to the table that was allowed, and everyone was very respectful of each other and everyone got a chance to share. So that was something I noticed. So the group cohesion, there was definitely a lot of trust, I would say, amongst the group members. Each woman respected the woman sitting next to her, and trusted the woman sitting next to her. And so that's something I think that was very valuable that the group brought. And so, just based on the things that they shared, you could tell that they trusted each other. Social integration and influence. So the norms of the group were pretty much explained to me the first time that I attended the group. So the first thing that was pointed out to me was confidentiality. So the group leader definitely points out confidentiality each time a new member joins. So if we had a group session and there were no new members, she wouldn't mention it. But if a new member joined, she would always bring up confidentiality and discuss the group norms. So these women talk about an array of issues and things that are going on. These are real situations, things going on in their lives. And so obviously it was pointed out to me not to share the information. So I made a point to not do that, of course. And also, another norm that I noticed was food. There was food at every single meeting, and they had discussions outside of group or in between groups to figure out what type of food would be brought, who was bringing what, and how that would be hashed out. And so the other norm of the group is they have a group chat. And so when a new woman joins the group, she gets added to the group chat and she can actively participate and communicate with the other group members in between sessions. And so that's how things were discussed. And if someone needed to talk about something in between sessions, then that was made available. You could talk about it in the group chat. Okay, and so the roles, of course, you have the group leader and everyone else just served as a group member. So the group culture. So the group it does have a religious affiliation, but the group is open to any woman, any female could attend the group. But like I said, there is a religious affiliation with the group. So there's similar values and a similar belief system amongst the women. So that takes me back to the norms. At the end of every group session, we always had prayer, and so you prayed out of the group, and that was just part of the group culture. So her leadership style, I would definitely describe her leadership style as relationship leadership. She purposely pursued an intimate relationship with each woman in the group, including me. She had every woman's personal cell phone number and she regularly communicated with them outside of the group sessions. So she formed a personal relationship with you in an effort to help you better and to help you more whenever the groups met. So I did appreciate that. That was nice. She was always supportive. She was very encouraging during the group sessions. And outside of the group sessions as well. She involved all group members. So if someone said something and someone else had something insightful that they wanted to add or whatever, she allowed that to happen. So that increased group cohesion, in my opinion. And she has great attending skills, and she responded very well to each individual once they shared. So that was interesting to note. So I would definitely say that I experienced some personal development and some personal growth. I really did enjoy attending the group. I felt like I made some really, really close relationships. I definitely plan to go back. And so it was really nice actually seeing the group in action when I don't have to lead it. So that was really, really interesting, and I enjoyed attending that. Some professional takeaways that I had from attending the group. I think I would probably have a different leadership style than her. Which I think the relationship leadership style is a good one, but I probably just wouldn't go by that one, just depending on the type of group that I would run. And also, I think it's important to be aware of subgroups, because like I said, the women, pretty much, we have conversations with each other constantly outside of group as well. And so subgroups easily formed. So I think for me as a professional, I would just take away to be aware of the subgroups and to be aware of the possibility of the intense subgroups forming, and just, realizing that that's a possibility and figure out how I would respond to it if it happened. So yeah, those were my main takeaways, but yeah, I really did enjoy the group and I would like to go back. And yeah, this was a nice project, but